Hello and welcome back to more Super Mario Galaxy, where in the last episode, we finished off with the final set of galaxies available in the main domes, those of course being the Terrace Dome, the Fountain Dome, the Kitchen Dome, the Bedroom Dome, the Engine Room Dome, and the Garden Dome. We have cleared out all of those different galaxies as much as we possibly can, which means that the only galaxies we have left to take on before we go face off against Bowser are the Trial Galaxies. Now, as a brief refresher in case you don't remember, the Trial Galaxies are 3 special galaxies which are extremely challenging that you unlock for collecting the 3 green power stars. You collect 1 for getting the Boyo Base secret star, 1 for rescuing Luigi from Battle Rock Galaxy, and the last one is from one of the 2 secret stars available in the Dusty Dune Galaxy. Upon collecting all 3 green power stars, which you should have done if you've been following along with the walkthrough up until this point, you will be able to access these 3 Trial Galaxies for some special bonus challenges. So, I'm going to be doing through all 3 in this video, and if you need help with a specific galaxy, there's going to be timestamps along the left side of the screen right about now, so you can skip to whatever timestamp you want to go to the galaxy that you want to see. But other than that, we're just going to get started with this galaxy over here, which is the Bubble Blast Galaxy. So let's go ahead and fly off to this galaxy. And tackle the Electric Labyrinth. There's not really any sugarcoating this. This one's really hard. It's just a matter of you mastering your Bubble Blast abilities. So remember in the original Galaxy, Bubble Breeze Galaxy, where we had to use this mechanic? Well, we're using it again, except this time it's much more difficult. So, these spinning platforms are of no concern to you whatsoever. You can just move past them easily. The only thing that you need to worry about is the electric walls. And of course, the reason why this mission is so tough is because, one, there is no safety net. If you hit any of the electric walls, you are going to fall into the black hole and die immediately, as I've just so helpfully demonstrated there. That was very, very sloppy, but it works as an accidental demonstration that you need to not hit any of the electric walls in this level, or else you will fall immediately to your death, and you will have to start all over again, because the goal of this mission is to collect 5 star chips, 1 from each of the green pipes. And upon collecting all 5 star chips, you will be able to move to the second section of this mission, at which point you will, thankfully, get a checkpoint. But, honestly, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Anyway, so we're just going to go to each of these pipes one at a time, and there really aren't any tips and tricks that I can give you, aside from don't rush too fast, because oftentimes the most amount of times that you'll die is by moving too fast through an area, and then you won't be able to control yourself. So you'll either run into one of these projectiles or one of the walls because you were moving too fast, so you didn't have enough time to react to the things in front of you. Aside from that, it's just a matter of just knowing which directions to blast, and that's really all I have to say. So here I recommend waiting until it goes all the way to the top and then sneak underneath in the bottom. Wait, and then keep moving after you grab the star chip. Don't bother with that gold coin. It is not worth it at all. You want to go along the bottom side of this wall and let them all pass above you. Then use the sling star to launch yourself back. We've got 3 star chips, only 2 more to go. And then we will be ready to move on to the next section. This one can be a bit of a pain, but all you gotta do is just wait for all the flamethrowers to stop blasting away. Then quickly speed your way past them and then immediately stop yourself in between these 2 sets of flamethrowers. We're going to wait here for a second. We technically had enough time to make our way back before the flamethrower started again, but it's not worth the risk because remember, if you fall off and die at any point here, you have to start all over again. Now, you have to go around this green pipe and into the sling star behind it, so make sure you don't try to get off into the green pipe or else you will, if you try to get off at the platform and then hop into the green pipe, you will end up falling to your death. This last one's probably the hardest out of all of them because it actually has moving electrical walls, but it's still not too bad if you're just patient about it. So you want to wait until you have a clear gap wherever your bubble is currently stationary, wait for a clear gap to move past, and then quickly blast your way to the other side, and then slow yourself down so that you don't run into the other set of electrical walls. This one's a little bit tougher because you have to move diagonally, but still not too bad as long as you wait for the opening and then take it as soon as you get it. Again, move and then stop so you don't run into the other set of electrical walls, and you just rinse and repeat this pattern until you get to the very end. And I can just boil I can boil down the strategy for the section to waiting for your opportunity. Really, this entire mission is just a test of patience, because if you move too fast through any of the sections, you're probably gonna accidentally run into one of the walls. So you just want to be very patient about things. And then, once you have your final start chip, you are clear to head back to the start. But you still have to, you can't rush through things just yet, because you're not in the clear until you get into that launch star. So just take things very, very slowly. And until you have your clear shot right here, you can blast your way up to the end and jump into the sling star and then take yourself back. That is easily the most difficult one out of all of them, but we just cleared them all. Essentially, first try, I had a little hiccup with the top one right over here because, you know, we kind of fell off into the abyss. But hey, worked as an excellent demonstration of why you shouldn't do that. And I'm going to say we essentially did that. We did a second try, but for all intents and purposes, it was the first real attempt, I guess. Anyway. Now we are officially checkpoint here, so you don't have to worry about having to redo that first section anymore, but you do still have to worry about taking things slow, and I'm not really taking things slow right here, but, you know, it's definitely safer to be patient. There's less moving walls, so it's definitely not as dangerous as the last section, but still, it's not really a great idea to speed your way through the whole thing. That being said, you can't move too slowly this time because there are going to be occasionally bullet bills that are chasing behind you. So you can't move too slowly. You have to strike a balance between speeding through it and just making no progress whatsoever. Because speeding through it will get you killed like what I just did. Got the extra life back. Anyway, yeah, so you don't want to go too fast, otherwise you'll fall into the abyss like I did. But you still can't move too slowly or else the bullet bills are going to catch up to you and then you'll be dead anyway. So it's about striking that balance of speed between going so fast that you end up crashing into the wall and going so slow that the bullet bills catch up with you. That said, though, you should take this section really slow because moving too fast, even medium speed there can sometimes get you caught off guard by the mines. But as soon as you get to this section, you're going to want to pick up the pace a little bit because there's going to be an onslaught of bullet bills constantly chasing after you. So you don't want to slow down too much, but as long as you make it through this section just fine, you'll make it to your power star. You got a star, the Electric Labyrinth, Bubble Blast Galaxy, 102 power stars. Galaxy complete. High score updated to 22 coins. You increase your starboard count to 938. Save your game. Note we still have 2 more power stars to collect in this episode, and I have some great news for you. What we just did, that was easily the most difficult star out of the 3, so if you made it through that, you are good to go. You probably won't have any problems with the other 2 because they are much, much easier than Bubble Blast Galaxy. Anyway, now we are going to talk to this Luma and travel to the Rolling Gizmo Galaxy, which is the second hardest out of the 3. We're going to save the easiest for last. Anyway, let's go. Let's tackle Gizmo's Gears and Gadgets. Okay, so now the last galaxy was the ultimate test of your bubble blasting abilities. This is going to be the ultimate test of your ball rolling abilities. Again, I recommend putting the nunchuck down because you do not need it at all. And I also recommend taking some shortcuts here because it's often much more difficult to actually try to go around that incredibly narrow pathway. So I recommend making a jump from here to here and then stopping to grab this one up and then making a jump from here to the end. And then you have to jump into these blocks in order to break through them, but you need a little bit of speed to do that. So you want to get a little bit of momentum, jump up, and then break into them, just like that. Just make sure you're constantly moving forward, because if you let yourself roll back too far, you'll end up falling off the platform. You want to jump into this little bridge to cause it to knock down, or cause it to get knocked down, and do the same thing with these blocks to fall into this hole, and have yourself launched up to the next planet. Right up here, you get a little bit of a break up top. You can get some coins here if you want. It's pretty much impossible to fall off this thing. I think it might actually be impossible to fall off this platform, so you have a nice break, and then when you're ready to move on, you can just follow through the center, and then roll your way down the rails. and you'll be safe on this planet for a little bit, but as soon as you have control, you want to carefully move your way toward the center, and then wait for this platform to form a complete bridge from one end to the other, then go all the way to the other end, then stop on this yellow gear, jump to the orange gear, like so, take out the Goomba if you so choose to. You want to wait for this cube to fully extend backwards. It's currently extended all the way out. You want to wait for it to go backwards, then it's safe to jump onto the red platform. Quickly turn left and go along the yellow bridge, stop on the green gear, and then jump onto the orange platform. Ignore all the bombs, make a beeline straight for the yellow gear. I appear to be having some difficulty jumping up. Okay, that was really close. That was really, really close. I almost just got knocked off by the bombs, but we made it. We made it just fine. Now carefully hop onto this green platform, and then you'll let yourself fall onto the rail. That should be pretty easy. And from this point onward, it's basically a straight shot to the end. We do have one more section to get through, but it's not that bad. We just have to go our way along this rail, and then we'll make our way to the final bridge. You can collect some star bits in the background if you so choose to, but we don't really need all that many star bits anymore. Okay, now for the final bit right here, you want to wait for the orange gear to extend a bridge out to this platform. Quickly dash past the first die, and then you need to... This is going to be some tricky time right here. We have to wait for the die to pop up on the left-hand side so we can jump on top of, or roll on top of the die, then roll on top of this upper platform, land to the end hole right here, and that is Rolling Gizmo Galaxy completed. I probably made that look easier than it was, but trust me, that galaxy is no cakewalk. So just take your time to line up your jumps properly, and you should be able to make it to the end with relatively few trouble, especially compared to Bubble Blast Galaxy. You got a star! Gizmos, Gears, and Gadgets. Rolling Gizmo Galaxy, 103 power stars. Galaxy completed. High score updated to 37 coins. You increased your starbit count to 993. Save your game. Nope, we still have one more power star to collect, so let's go ahead and once again return over to the Trial Galaxies. We have one more to go, and then we will be cleared out with all of the Trial Galaxies. And in addition, this is also the last power star which we are going to be collecting before we go to face off against Bowser, so that's pretty exciting. Now then, we've tackled the two most difficult galaxies out of the three, so now we're going to have a nice relaxing time in Loop-de-Swoop Galaxy. Let's go ahead and fly there. And tackle the galaxy's greatest wave. Welcome to the galaxy. Alright, so remember all the way back at the beginning of the walkthrough when we went to Loop-de-Loop Galaxy and we went race surfing and it was pretty easy? Well, we're going race surfing again, except this one is a bit tougher, admittedly. It's still nothing that bad. It's definitely the easiest of the three Trial Galaxies, but there are a few places where you might get tripped up, but don't worry, I'll be here to warn you about those when the time comes. Anyway, you again, back for more race surfing? This course is a monster. Do you want to try it? Yes, I am. Okay, you got 3 minutes to get back here. Stay calm, just enjoy the surf. Alright, controls are the same as they always were. Again, you don't need the nunchuck, you just need your motion controls on the Wii Remote. Now, for most of this course, you can just hold down the A button with no problem whatsoever, including this first turn is no big deal. But there's going to be a couple turns, well, really just one turn in particular, where if you don't slow down to take the turn, you might... actually, no. You definitely will fall off the edge. Aside from that, it's not too bad. It's definitely more extreme than Loop-de-Loop Galaxy, but it's still nothing too bad. Okay. So this corner right here, not required, but I do recommend slowing down just a little bit to make sure you don't go off the edge. That's not the corner I was talking about earlier, but it's, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry. But there's one corner in particular. By the way, I'm repeatedly tapping the A button here to slow myself down a little bit as I go around the corner to ensure I don't fall off. Because that's, I mean, this... Like he said, this course is a monster, so you definitely want to make sure you take things a bit slower. Even if you aren't holding down the A button the entire time, don't worry, you'll still make it to the end well within the time limit. So you don't let the time limit concern you at all. This corner right here, highly recommend letting go of the A button here. This is the one I was talking about earlier with in terms of slowing yourself down. But assuming you get through that, no problem, then the course will be a cakewalk for you. Like I said. Easily the least challenging out of the three Trial Galaxies. Wow, a 1 minute 10 second race time? Nice, that's not an easy time to get in this course. Well, hey, everyone wants to see you, so drop in and say hello. Alright, let's collect our final Power Star before facing off against Bowser. You got a star, the Galaxy's greatest wave, Loopy Swoop Galaxy, 104 Power Stars. Galaxy completed. High score updated to 15 coins. Save your game, yes, because that will be it for this episode. So, thanks for watching, stay tuned for next time, and I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Super Mario Galaxy when we are going to be facing off against Bowser himself. Goodbye!